This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Radar, and I'm so thrilled to be speaking with Beatrice Grannò uh,
Yeah,
about her role in The White Lotus. How are you, Beatrice?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Can you tell me what you knew about The White Lotus before, auditioning for the role?
Well, I knew the show before auditioning, but then, to be honest, I rewatched it again before the audition. I loved it. I loved it. I think Mike White vision, it's beautiful, and I was just very excited to be. I just couldn't believe that I was auditioning for such an amazing show. It felt very far away from me, so I was very happy.
Does season two feel very different for you than season one?
I feel like the first season had this sort of vagueness to it, because it was set in Hawaii and it had a different energy, and it tells a story of boredom, of being in this beautiful place and really don't know what to do and feeling unsatisfied. I think here it still talk about not being happy and being unsatisfied, but it's set in Italy, so it's not vague at all. It's very chaotic. It's very loud all the time, and so many things happens, and there's so many misunderstanding and switching of couples and stories, and love that kind of breaks apart. And I think it's very different as well because it's also very intimate. I think Mike White kind of took the first idea he had or the first season and kind of brought it deeper into like a much deeper level of relationship and feelings.
And what appealed to you about the character of Mia?
What do I like?
Yes.
I love that she's so unpredictable, and she doesn't know who she is yet, and she's very free. And when she wants something, she get it, and she's very ambitious. Nothing to her is an obstacle, and she never doubts herself. She's always so sure of the fact that she's an amazing musician, and she just sing it. She sings so loud. And the thing is, me as a singer, I have a very soft and very shy voice, and that's my style. But Mia, she's not like that. She just really belt that voice. She does.
We also get to see her performing a few times. Are you the one doing the piano playing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm playing and playing the piano and singing, and it's so live. So I was worried at the beginning. I was kind of calling, the producer and Mike White and telling them, okay, okay, I want to do this right. So how can should I do it this way or that way? And also at the beginning, I kind of rearranged the music with the help of my piano teacher. But all the songs that Mike White wanted were kind of jazzy. So at the beginning, my piano playing was a bit more, complex, but then we kind of brought it down into a much more simple way of playing because he wanted Mia to be, not this kind of very sophisticated musician. He wanted her to be, how she was, very spontaneous, very natural.
Well, I like the friendship between Lucia and Mia also, and it's interesting because you and Simona are friends in real life, right?
Yes, we are. We in these days we're talking on the phone every day. So how are you? What's happening to you? And how do you feel? And yeah, we met ages ago in drama school during an audition, and we became friends there. But then I moved to London, and she stayed in Rome. And then I got back to Italy, and then we met again in a show, in like Italian series, and that's when we became closer. But I think that the experience of the Wild Lotus really brought us closer and made us our friendship much stronger because we were both sharing a great moment of our career. And we always say this, even if we argue now, have an argument, we still need to be friends, because this experience has kind of brought us so close that there's no escape, you know?
Yeah, how is your friendship different from Lucia and Mia's?
I think we put a lot of our friendship into them. We are very we have so much fun together. We laugh a lot, and I sometimes, like, we are a little bit different in things. Like Simona, she's much more like she needs her alone time. She loves to, explore a place by herself, while I'm always looking for, company. So sometimes we were like together, sometimes she would just take her time, and but we definitely support each other a lot. And I think we do that in the show as well. As me and Lucia, we both encourage each other to just be proud of ourselves. And every time there's a moment of weakness, we're always there to help each other.
And in episode 6, Mia gets to interact with Valentina in a really, really big way for the first time. I'm sure you knew of Sabrina Improchatore. What was it like working with her and this unexpected dynamic?
Yeah, she's a great actress in Italy, and she's very famous as well for comedy. So I was very excited to work with her because she's really funny. She's got such a like a very funny energy that sometimes she's not aware of, and I love that. I mean, it was great to work with her because it's fun. Because at the beginning of the show, Mia, like Valentina, is really mean to Mia all the time. She always says, "Stay away from the piano, get off me, back off." And it's nice that they have this moment where they kind of meet again. And and then I mean, doing that scene was not easy. It was the first time for me to do a scene like that, but we were in a very safe environment. We had an intimacy coordinator, and but it was great to actually put myself there, also in a position where I was the one leading, where for the whole time, Lucia is the leader somehow, like she's the one that kind of drags me in, but in this situation, I'm the one who drags Valentina into freeing herself. Because I think it's very interesting that at the beginning, Mia is very blocked, and Lucia is the one saying, "You should stop thinking about this guy, you should have fun." And she kind of discover her sexuality and her fun, and then she does the same thing to to Valentina. And I think it's a nice kind of effect, butterfly effect.
And you do have some smaller interactions with other actors like F. Murray Abraham and Michael Imperioli. What is it like working with big names like that?
I mean, it was amazing. I didn't get the chance to actually work a lot with them. I mean, I worked with Michael, and I had a few moments with Murray Abraham that, like, they're not quite there anymore. But I worked with him on set. But at the beginning, I was scared because I didn't feel my level was, as good as them. But then at the same time, when I got there, they were so nice. We bonded all together. We had dinner, so it felt very natural. But now that I think back on it, I think that it's crazy. I'm back on being a fan. Before I was like, okay, we're friends now, but then I went back to Italy, and it's like, oh, I'm a fan now, and they're so far away. They're so good.
There were a lot of other cast members in the show that Mia just doesn't really get a chance to interact with. Is there anyone you really would have liked to work with on screen?
I mean, everyone. Aubrey Plaza. I love her, and I would love to actually work with her. And she's a great actress, and we're so different in terms of energy, but at the same time, there's some similarities. I empathize with her a lot, and I really understand somehow her. And then also, I also really empathize with Harper. I love that character and love that way she's always kind of confronting herself with others and doubting. If somebody's happier than her, she says there must be something, underneath. And I sometimes I am like that.
And do you think that fans will be satisfied with the finale? I don't want to ask you to tell me anything about it, but do you think there'll be more questions and other things people want to figure out, or this is going to be sort of a good wrap up to this thread?
No, it's gonna be a good wrap up. It's gonna be a good wrap up, and it's gonna be. I don't think it's anything people would expect, which is exciting. Um, and yeah, I think it's very poetic. I would say the ending. It's very poetic. I love it. And Mike can be very poetic sometimes, so that makes sense.
How do you feel about the experience of doing American television? Is that something you want to do more of in the future?
Oh yes, it feels amazing. And to be honest, I did drama school in London, so I've learned to act in English. So I really hope that I have the chance to uh, do a more international project where I can actually speak English, because in this show I'm mainly Italian. I'm just Italian, not mainly just Mia. She's Italian, but I'd love to do that. And also, it's crazy to be here because if I have to be completely honest, in my career, I never thought of like, oh, my dream would be to do that. I always dreamt of being an actress and tell amazing stories. But now that I did it, I'm like, oh, I should have, I should have known. This is incredible. And but not just, being an international, doing an international project, but also being such a great show like the White Lotus, that it's beautiful written, and you don't always get that. So I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Do you have anything coming up?
Well, I'm definitely shooting the third season of an Italian series I did last year, but that will be later on. And in the middle, I've got few things that are up in the air, and I'll see what happens. And also, I'm working on my music project, so I'm really hoping that I can make it happen soon, because it's really hard to kind of organize everything when you're also an actress, being a musician. But it's so important to me that somehow I will make it happen.
Wonderful. Well, I wish you plenty of luck with that. Thank you for taking some time to revisit Mia with me today, and good luck.
Of course, thank you so much.
Thank you.